Dome, because in 2001 the Labour government and Tony Blair was essentially trying to figure out what to do with the Millennium Dome that was built to celebrate the millennium, but had become something of a costly white elephant. Now, one suggestion that came into Downing Street, was faxed into Downing Street direct, in fact, from the boss of the Science Museum, was to take the dome and move it 80 miles west from its southeast London base and plonk it in Swindon in Wiltshire. The suggestion being it could be a research centre, a tourist attraction, and potentially even some sort of accommodation for older people. Now, that obviously wasn't grabbed on by Tony Blair and by Downing Street. I think they wanted to keep it in London. It's now, of course, an events venue doing music and sport and things like that. But an interesting glimpse in some of the decision-making that was going on behind the door in number 10, and also an indication of what could have been for the people of Swindon.
Yeah, fascinating stuff indeed. Rob, thank you. You're watching Sky News. Stay with us. Coming up, we're going to have all the latest for you as the ousted leader of Myanmar, Aung San Suu Kyi, is sentenced to a further 7 years in prison for alleged corruption.
Going on. I'm Alex Crawford and I'm Sky's special correspondent based in Istanbul.
This is what makes the job so fantastic.
Welcome back. A court in Myanmar has added another 7 years to the sentence of the deposed leader Aung San Suu Kyi on corruption charges. It means that the 77-year-old now faces a total of 33 years in prison, following a series of controversial prosecutions since the army toppled the government last year in February. Sky's Cordelia Lynch is in Bangkok and has all the latest.
There was some speculation that perhaps Aung San Suu Kyi's sentence may be commuted, but look, I don't think it's any surprise that we are in fact seeing it extended. She faced 5 counts of corruption, each carrying a possible sentence of 15 years, but she has been given 7 years. It relates to the lease of a helicopter while she was de facto leader. Aung San Suu Kyi was ousted in a coup by the military regime back in February 2021. She denied those charges, but she has been found guilty today. Now, that 7 years is now added to the 26 years she had already been sentenced to. She faced a string of corruption charges. Among those, she was accused of breaking COVID-19 restrictions, breaking state secrets, illegally owning radio equipment as well. Now, some outside observers have accused the regime of making politically motivated moves here. This was a session that took place behind closed doors in Naypyidaw, in the capital. That is where she is being held in jail. The regime have characterised her as a corrupt individual and say that these charges reflect that. We are seeing what UN observers characterise as a civil war happening in Myanmar, but the military regime say they have restored economic and political stability to Myanmar. I think what we will probably see in the next few days is a potential move by Aung San Suu Kyi's legal team to appeal this case. She has spent so much of her life in detention, and this, of course, extends that period inside for her.
Cordelia Lynch there for us. Let's have a quick look at the weather.
Warm memories wherever you go. The weather, sponsored by Qatar Airways.
Well, the weather will be very unsettled over the next few days with wet and windy conditions for everyone. However, there will be a north-south divide in terms of the temperature. This morning, heavy rain and hill snow will sweep eastward with sunshine and showers following into Ireland, Wales and the southwest. It'll be mild in the south with temperatures in double figures. But the north will see significantly lower values with a daytime high of just 3 or 4 Celsius.
The weather, sponsored by Qatar Airways.
Welcome to Gabby Dave Global. We are a UK-based online e-commerce store, the first of its kind with license to trade in African products. Some of the products are clothing brands and all beauty accessories, hair and beauty brands, natural aphrodisiacs, processed and dried unprocessed food. Our mission at Gabby Dave is to connect African and Caribbean businesses to customers globally. At Gabby Dave, we ensure our sellers get the best deal for their products. We are not just here to help you reach a wider audience. We are also a distribution center to support business growth by fulfilling orders to your customers from our warehouse, making sure customers receive their products on time. We are inviting all Black-owned businesses to trade on our platform because we strongly believe Africans have a unique brand the customer would appreciate globally. So get in touch today and let us make your product and business go far. Here are some of the benefits of using Gabby Dave Global. User-friendly platform, track your shipment, online support, transparent process, multiple SKUs, multiple products, a platform that encourages manufacturers as well as traders. Our marketing and PR interventions amplifies yours. Organized products and categories for easy access and navigation. Access to global community, especially within UK and Europe.
Gina, every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Make that move now, this festive season, to your new home address at GHS Housing Estates. From now to 31st January 2023, we are offering you an amazing 5% buyer's discount on all purchases on our expandable 1, 2, 3 and 4 bedroom detached homes at Cochrane Villa, Pokwase, just 5 minutes drive from the interchange. The Mayflower and the new Hazel Courts at Kuntusi, 20 minutes drive from Achimota. Beautiful homes in a serene and gated community with flexible payment plans available. Call us now on 0544 347 980 or 0544 347 981. GHS Housing Estates. View it, love it, own it. Make that move now, this festive season, to your new home address at GHS Housing Estates. From now to 31st January 2023, we are offering you an amazing 5% buyer's discount on all purchases on our expandable 1, 2, 3 and 4 bedroom detached homes at Cochrane Villa, Pokwase, just 5 minutes drive from the interchange. The Mayflower and the new Hazel Courts at Kuntusi, 20 minutes drive from Achimota. Beautiful homes in a serene and gated community with flexible payment plans available. Call us now on 0544 347 980 or 0544 347 981. GHS Housing Estates. View it, love it, own it.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission-free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Starr, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Tune in to On Point here on Star Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Star Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Check me out.
He tells me my energy is making him tired.
Yes.
How do you get the energy to do
I've been told that I have a lot of energy, but my goodness, I think today I have met my match, people. I have met my match, Miss Suzanne. Wow, amazing.
One of the things that's the start of digging the hole of darkness.
So what did that?
Myself and the world will adjust. And 2019.
Forget the proverbial boardroom. Join me, Simone Frazier, on the CEO, the program that gives you the driving seat over your life. Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. only on Star Radio.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Make that move now, this festive season, to your new home address at GHS Housing Estates. From now to 31st January 2023, we are offering you an amazing 5% buyer's discount on all purchases on our expandable 1, 2, 3 and 4 bedroom detached homes at Cochrane Villa, Pokwase, just 5 minutes drive from the interchange. The Mayflower and the new Hazel Courts at Kuntusi, 20 minutes drive from Achimota Mall. Beautiful homes in a serene and gated community with flexible payment plans available. Call us now on 0544 347 980 or 0544 347 981. GHS Housing Estates. View it, love it, own it.
Broadcasting live online. Turn it on. Turn it up.
Show them you got the Coco set. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Harry Song, aka Mr. Songs. This is the Kingmaker Baba for the girls. We're here. This is Starr Radio. Don't go nowhere. UK, London. We they call them London for home. For here, we they call them London. And that's how you know. Just have fun and stay blessed.
Hi there. This is CJ Buckman, your life coach. And whenever I'm in London, I listen to Starr Radio UK right here. But guess what? You can listen to wherever you are.
The best radio show.
Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
All around the world. In your car.
At work.
At home.
On your smartphone.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Are you ready to turn it up?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Though your heart is aching, smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Hey, this is Archie and you are listening to Starr Radio UK and the Morning Show.
This is Starr Radio. This is
UK.
Starr Radio UK. This is Starr Radio UK.
Welcome.
Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
Enlighten your day with Starr Radio. Starr Radio. Radio for the people, by the people.
Okay, so let me say massive good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth. And those of you on other planets as well, we want to salute each and every one of you and welcome you to the Friday edition of the Morning Show. It's a special one, of course. The last one for the year 2022. I nearly said 2023. We are yet to enter into 2023. That means that today is the 30th day of December 2022. The time now 10:47 from the hearts of London. Well, there was lots of preparation that has gone before the program comes on. And therefore, my able producer himself, Mr. Francis Guy, in the house, doing everything possible so that I can bring you this broadcast live and clear. So let me say good morning to you, Francis, and let me say morning to Mr. Frank Davids and Mr. Laimi Koiki, all working behind the scenes. And to all our wonderful listeners across the globe, Anthony Dedeji in the US, Aziz in the US as well, Comfort, I have it in Minnesota. I hope you are doing very, very well. Abiose and all my American listeners, the Makivas, I salute each and every one of you. Hope you are all doing very, very well and had a good Christmas in spite of the odd weather there. Also, let me say massive good morning to Bishop Adeshina and Pastor Momo. I hope you are all doing very, very well. As we say on this platform, Nigeria has not happened to you. So we thank God for that. More you are, good morning to you. Sir Maxwell, good morning. All my wonderful listeners in the Middle East, we salute you. And my special envoy to Russia, Casino, all the way in Moscow, salute you, sir. Let me say good morning to my brother Kojo D. I hope you are doing very, very well. And Felix, all the way in Aberdeen, Mr. Kofi Ali Abdul Yakin. Kofi, long time no here. I hope you are doing very, very well. Massive good morning to you as well. And a special good morning to Bretuba, Charlie, and Fishapa. Okay, as I did say earlier on, it's going to be a special broadcast ending exactly at 12 o'clock. And of course, it's the last one for the end of the year. The next time I come on, it will be Tuesday. That will be the third day of January 2023, when we'll bring you another edition of the morning show. So, hop on, hop in, whichever you want to do, and enjoy the ride. I remain yours sincerely.
This is the morning Archie.
Okay, 10:50 the time now. By World Program Online, I'm going to bring you the quotes for the day. The weather forecast will follow suit, then the travel update as well. We'll move on from there to have a look at some of the stories making the rounds across the globe, known as the Global Trotting. Then we continue the conversation by looking into details at all the stories. So in the span of an hour, we're going to be running like no man's business. And as I say all the time, from archaeology to zoology, from Accra to Zanzibar, if it's making headlines, I promise you one thing for sure, I'm going to touch on that. But do me a massive favor, a special New Year's present. Share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones and invite them to like our pages. Starr Radio UK. Playing in the background, some lovely tune made in the Ghanaian port. New Year song. New Year don't reach us again. Let me say good morning to Mama Lynn. Wherever you are, Mama Lynn, good morning. Mrs. Ellen or and Kuma. I nearly mentioned your maiden name, you know. Good morning. But share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones and invite them to like our pages. Alright, let's crack on. Now, forgiveness is greater than justice. Justice is human, forgiveness is divine. You can share a bit of the divine by forgiving. And what a best time to do this when we are coming to the end of the year. You know that song? Should old acquaintance be forgotten and new ones blah blah blah. Okay. Now, you know, some of the old acquaintance, maybe they offended you and that's why you want to forget about them. But maybe it is a time to forgive them and then you can move on, you know. What about that? Well, it's Starr Radio UK. Okay, let's crack on. Straight on to the weather front. What has the weather got in stock for us? When I was coming, it was whipping like no man's business. A bit of rain there. Some are envisaging that the cold snap that hit the US, it might hit the UK. Because as we say, when the US sneezes, the UK catches the cold. But is that what is going to happen? Okay, so through this afternoon, rain will clear eastwards with some late bright spells possible towards dusk. A windy day expected as well. Tonight, there will be a clear spell at first. It will then turn overcast with spells of heavy rain pushing up from the south. Towards dawn, the rain will largely clear away, but it will remain cloudy. Now, when it comes to the top temperature is going to be 13 degrees and the lowest 9 degrees. UV level is going to be low, pollution is going to be low. Sunset 16 hours and sunrise for tomorrow morning 0806 hours. And that brings us to the end of the weather forecast. Well, New Year's Eve will be having a mixture of cloud and rain. Top temperature will be 14 degrees and the lowest is going to be 10 degrees. By the 1st of January, we'll be having a top temperature 13 degrees and lower 7 degrees. Is going to be cloudy here in London and the southeast of England. Okay, let's move on straight to the travel updates as well. We might as well, why not? Once you are enjoying that music in the background. Well. The Central on the underground this morning. The Central line has got minor delays. District path closures. Elizabeth line path closures. The other side, all the others have got good service there. The London Overground have got path closure and minor delays. So please check before you embark on your journey. You don't miss any appointment. Now just move on straight to the major roads in London. A316, A4 and Central London Red routes have all got closures. But keep your eyes on the roads. Keep your eyes on the roads as we keep you navigated, I promise, our board. Now moving on straight to the river bus this morning. On the river bus this morning, the Woolwich Ferry has got special service. Also, we've got the London Cable Car that has got good service there as well. Now the final segment of the travel updates, that is the National Rail. With all these industrial actions taking place and all these cancellations and everything that is going on, I'll promise you or I'll advise you to check before you embark on your journey. But this is what is happening at the moment. Avanti West Coast, Chiltern Railways, Cross Country, First Transparent Express, Gatwick Express, Greater Anglia, London North Eastern Railway, Southeastern Railways and Southern have all got special service. The other side, Thames Link, Scott Rail, Northern Rail, Lumo, Grand Central, First Haul Trains, East Midland Railway have all got minor delays. So, but you know, the advice is still there. Just check before you leave. But you know what I would say? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth. Enjoy your commute for today. But you know what? Continue to keep those eyes on the road. Listen to Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. I think I'm enjoying that music, but whatever it is, yeah, you can see me smiling because my producer is here keeping me the company and doing everything possible for the program to go on nicely, as I did say. So you can also do or go a step further. You know what you can do? Just share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones. Now let's move on to some of the stories making the round this morning. That is global trotting. But I promise you one thing for sure, I'm going to be bringing you the details of all the stories making the round. Yesterday, I was on one other platform and I was watching some of the videos that have been shared by the Yoruba Nation. And some of the wounds that I saw that has been... I mean, if it is the Fulanis who are doing that, that is bad, I tell you. Is it machete that has been used to? I mean, oh God. Maybe you're having your breakfast and I don't want to just spoil your mood or your appetite there. But it's a very, very sad one. It's a serious one. And I think that the government, the federal government, has to rise up to the occasion and do something about it. Because if people think that people are doing that to them, why wouldn't they stand up and fight for themselves? Okay. Okay, some of the stories making the round. Just a crisis hits the G5 as Wike walks out on Ikwezu Autumn in London. Well, we've been telling you more about that, but it looks like Wike has walked out on them. Now, powerful APC governor sends strong warning to Amechi as Tinubu's ally. We're going to tell you more about that. Now, Lagos finally announces preferred bidder for 4th mainland bridge. Again, the court has barred DSS others from harassing, inviting, arresting Emefiele. That is the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria. But they want to really arrest that man, you know. Okay, so maybe if Chief Sunday Igboho managed to have gotten maybe some courts in Lagos State, maybe that would have been able to stop the DSS from doing whatever they did. Okay, but we don't know. Maybe what do you call him, Nnamdi Kanu, if he got some courts in Lagos City to address those issues, maybe he'll be set free right now. Not sure about that. Buhari says we are proud of what Yaya Bello has done in security projects, and I think that is after his inauguration of various projects in that state. Well, Buhari has also added his voice to the morning of the great Pele, who passed yesterday. Well, all the world leaders, whether they are footballers or not, maybe they are football fanatics, who knows? Okay, in other stories making the rounds in Nigeria still, Biafra, again, Nnamdi Kanu, as confidant, has been named as a terror sponsor. And I've been saying that, well, you give a dog a bad name, then you can hang it. Is it that they're trying their best to make sure that they say, you know what, that is why we don't want to release him, and therefore find somebody, say, you know, you one of the confidants of this person, so that means I think the person is released. That's exactly what the person is going to be doing. In other stories making the round on the African continent, the Gambia details plan of alleged coup protest. Wow. And Ethiopia's federal police deployed to Tigre's capital, Mekele. And Zimbabwe has banned all lithium exports. Why? And 46 Ivorian soldiers tried in Bamako. You remember that story? The 46 Ivorian soldiers have been tried in Bamako. The 46 Ivorian soldiers dubbed as mercenaries are being tried in Bamako yesterday for attempting to undermine the external security of the nation. Well, yesterday they talked about the instructions from the IGP pertaining to prophesy that this man is going to die. Some big man in this party is going to die tomorrow or in 2023. Well, ban on prophecies. Please can't guard the church, Lawrence Sete is saying. Reverend Lawrence Sete. Now, I don't think the IGP is saying that nobody should prophesy. No. Now, if you think that maybe this person A is going to die, then what you have to do is to make sure that maybe you get in touch with him personally and say that, look, guy, if you don't do that, and that, this is what is going to happen. Now, when it comes to the National Front, you can also see, ascertain that, look, this is what is going to happen if Ghanaians don't turn their hearts to God. So maybe you can say, well, I envisage that this is what is going to happen, but I think Ghanaians need to do this. So address it to the right people. But then just go on, just prophesying all sorts doom and gloom and cause panic in the lives of the people. Well. I think I need to come out with a program, a special program where we can be looking at all these things on Star Radio UK. But don't worry, 2023 is going to be a very good time because lots of programs that we are going into unleash on our lovely listeners. Now, this one is not unleashing to bring you hurt, but unleashing to give you some happiness. It is Star Radio UK. Working against Mahama in EC Strong Room in 2020, Pesa White at Roger. And I'll be telling you more about that. Kwame Naho is working with Rollins. Amidu critic number 6 is saying. Special prosecutor in Ghana has welcomed reversal discount on imported vehicles, general goods as well. So what does that mean for those of us who send few things, those of us in the diaspora sending things home to our families? How will that impact us? Well, it's all coming away from Star Radio UK. Now, in other stories making the rounds in other parts of the world, tribute paid to footballing legend Pele. King Pele changed everything, says Neymar, as tributes pour in for the player who died aged 82. Well, some have dubbed him the player who united a nation. And Aung San Suu Kyi jailed for a further 7 years. I think this woman is never going to be coming out, you know. Well, Myanmar's military junta has now sentenced the former leader to a total of 33 years behind bars. How can you come out? Now, alien ex-pope present tough decision for Vatican. And Belarus has said that it's down Ukraine air defense missile. Belarus summoned the Ukrainian ambassador after saying it shot down a Ukrainian air defense missile. Well, we know that Belarus is in bed with Russia, so it's obvious. Okay. Now in the UK as well, Fashion World pays tribute to Vivienne Westwood, Dame Vivienne Westwood, who died yesterday as well. The undisputed queen of British fashion, who never failed to surprise or shock, died at 81. And at least 30 children have died of strep A in UK. Now, since September, 122 people in England have died from an invasion form of the bacteria infection. Well, Blair argued Putin should get top table seat. The then Prime Minister believed Russian president was at heart a patriot. Archives files reveal. But behind the scenes, he had the monstrous. I don't just know who disagree with me there. But well. Okay, it is Star Radio UK. Gonna take a break. And once we come back, we'll continue with the show. Don't you worry, I'm going to bring you some lovely tunes there as well. But for now, just stay tuned, enjoy the rest of the show.
that move now this festive season to your new home address at GHS Housing Estate. From now to 31st January 2023, we are offering you an amazing 5% buyer's discount on all purchases on our expandable 1, 2, 3 and 4 bedroom detached homes at Cochrane Villa, Pokwase, just 5 minutes drive from the interchange. The Mayflower and the new Hazel Courts at Kuntusi, 20 minutes drive from Achimota Mall. Beautiful homes in a serene and gated community with flexible payment plans available. Call us now on 0544 347 980 or 0544 347 981. GHS Housing Estates. View it, love it, own it.
You, Lord, oh, your mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hand. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. 'Cause all my life you have been faithful, and all my life you have been so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness
Well, the goodness of God running after us wherever you might be, and I hope and I pray that 2023 will come and will on the 30th of December 20 or 31st of December 2023, when we sit once again like this, having a chat on the show, having the program, and you there listening to us. Maybe you with me in the studio. What about that? And then we're having a chat. We will say God has been good unto us, and as we saw on the platform, Nigeria has not happened to us. But whatever it is, and wherever you are, once again I say welcome to the program. Share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones, and invite them to like our pages. It is Starr Radio UK. Now let's move on straight to some of the stories making the rounds, because exactly at 1 o'clock, my apologies, 12 o'clock, we bring the curtains to a close. But let me announce the lines open. You want to hop in? What have been your picks in the year 2022? I mean, I remember the Ukrainian war, but what do you call it? The Russians call it a special military exercise. This exercise, I don't get it. Well, special military exercise, I remember it as if it was yesterday when it started, because it started on the 24th of February, and that 24th of February is a very relevant day to me, and therefore I remember it very, very well. Maybe if I'm sleeping and if you wake me up, so when did the Russian attack in Ukraine started, I would have told, I'll be able to tell you that. But well, maybe those were your highs, and maybe you have some lows with what is happening in Nigeria, with the Fulani menace that is going on, with the arrest and Nnamdi Kanu, and being shipped or flown to Nigeria illegally, and everything that had gone on there. What have been your highs and what have been your lows? I would love to hear from you. So do so. Let me hear from you. The lines are open. Call me on 0208-133-2257 or 58 0208-133-2257 or 58. If you happen to be in the US, Canada, or the Caribbean area, it is 001718-30327. 001718-30327. 37. Now you can also text or WhatsApp at 0753-966-1744, 0753-966-1744. Our Twitter handle is Starr Radio UK, and our email address is info@starradiouk.com. Now if you want to also Skype at us, yes, you can do so. Our Skype ID is Starr Radio UK 1. Starr Radio UK 1. Just do that, and then you can hop in and make your voice heard. Let me say morning to all presenters on Starr Radio UK and management as well. Thank you very much for all the support and everything that every one of you has done. But let's move on straight to the stories making their rounds. Well, yesterday I did talk about the G5. That G5, I'm not talking about the world G5. Nah, we're talking about this G5 of governors in Nigeria who are opposing the PDP presidential candidate. They are Greek governors elected on the platform of People's Democratic Party, better known as G5, are currently enmeshed in a crisis over its choice of presidential candidate. Now, reports that the G5 opposed to happenings within the PDP are the Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike, Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde, Abia State Governor Dr. Okezi Ikpeazu, Borno State Governor Samuel Otum, and Enugu State Governor Dr. Efeanyi Ogwanyi. The governors are not ready to support their party presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar until Iyorchia Ayu resigns as the national chairman of the PDP. Now, after the marathon strategic meetings in London with opposition, the fate of the G5 Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State angrily departed the United Kingdom for Madrid, Spain, to watch Real Madrid match this weekend. The newspapers learned that Ikpeazu and Otum suggested they remain neutral as supporting any other candidate except their party's candidate will spell doom for them in PDP. Now recall the Messieurs Ikpeazu and Otum are the Abia South Senatorial District and Bono Northwest Senatorial candidates respectively of the PDP. A suspension or expulsion for anti-party activities will turn their tickets in respect of the 2023 election. So it could hurt themselves. So what are they going to be doing? Interesting. Well. I can see them here wearing some, I think, is it a uniform or? Well. It is Star Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, with some of the stories making the rounds in Nigeria. So making the rounds in Nigeria, some other stories there as well. Now, Governor Rotimi Akeredolu of Ondo State has indirectly warned ex-Minister of Transportation Rotimi Amechi against supporting another northerner to succeed President Muhammadu Buhari. The governor gave the warning in a veiled message while calling on Nigerians to vote for the Southern presidency in the spirit of fairness and equity. Amechi was in the state to attend the inauguration of Chief Olu Fale as the Olu of Ilu Abo in the northern part of Akure, the Ondo State capital. Now, information coming through said Akeredolu, the governor of Ondo State, has reiterated his stance on the southern part of Nigeria to produce the next president of the country, adding that the struggle must continue. The governor made the declaration while hosting Rotimi Amechi, the former Minister of Transportation, at the government house in Alagbaka, Akure. All right then. So making the news or the rounds in Nigeria this morning, it is Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now, some other stories making the rounds there as well. Now we talk about road crashes and lots when it comes to aviation and stuff like that. But Safety Bureau has released 7 air accident reports in Nigeria. Now, what is all that report about? Well, implement 82% of safety recommendations. The Nigerian Safety Investigation Bureau has released 7 accidents. The newly released reports made a total of 82 aircraft accident reports released by the Bureau since its establishment in 2007, and a total of 63 reports released by the current administration from 2017 till date. This was disclosed yesterday by the Director General of Nigerian Safety Investigation Bureau, Engineer Akin Olateru, at a virtual press conference in Abuja. And the report were the serious incidents involving Bristol Helicopters Nigeria Limited, Embraer 135 aircraft with nationality and registration marks 5N BSN, which occurred at Port Harcourt Military Airport at NAF Base, Port Harcourt on the 9th of March 2020. The serious incident involving ATR 72 aircraft with nationality and registration mark 5N BPG, owned and operated by Overland Airways Limited, which occurred at Ilorin International Airport, Nigeria on the 29th of November 2014. The serious incident involving Boeing 737-300 aircraft belonging to Air Peace Limited with nationality and registration marks 5NBUO, which occurred at the FL310 en route Enugu from Lagos on the 14th of December 2018. And the serious incident involving British Aerospace, that's BAE, a 125-800B aircraft with nationality and registration marks 5NBOO, operated by Gyro Aviation Limited, which occurred at Port Harcourt, Nigeria on the 16th of July 2020. Well, the list continues, but as to whether this implementation will be taking place, when it comes to Africa and our part of the world, somebody will say, you know what, if you wanted to undertake this adjustments or repairs to get the aircraft airworthy, then it's going to cost us an arm and a leg, and they'll find the ways and means to say, come on, just get over this and let's just move on, and they will just continue that way until something happens. So I pray and hope, especially those of us in the diaspora who travel back home, because I know that you travel back home and you think that, well, because of the attacks and the abductions and everything that goes on the roads, you'd rather be airborne, travel by way of a plane or an aircraft to your destination, and you don't want to be on an aircraft that is going bonkers in the air. I think you will want to walk into the cockpit and give the pilot some or the captain some slaps because of what they might be doing. But whatever it is, that is the recommendation that I've been given as well. But it's all coming away from Starr Radio UK, 11:22 the time. A High Court of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, has restrained Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Inspector General of Police and Department of State Services from inviting, 1, arresting, 2, or detaining the Central Bank of Nigeria's Governor, Godwin Emefiele. The trial judge, M.A. Hassan, gave the order following an ex parte motion marked GRM /92/2022 filed by the Incorporated Trustees of the Forum for Accountability and Good Leadership against 5 defendants on December 19, 2022. Beside the already named defendants, the other 2 are the Attorney General of the Federation, first defendant, and CBN, fifth defendant. Justice Hassan, upon hearing Emeka Ozoni, counsel for the applicant, barred the second, third, and fourth defendants, whether by themselves, their officers, agents, servants, privies, or through anybody whatsoever, from arresting or detaining the Apex Bank boss. And that is what is being said there as well. But what do you think? What do you think about that? Do you think it's being treated with kid's gloves, as some of us will say? But well, it is all coming away from Starr Radio UK. Updates from Nigeria. A final one, and then we bring the data from Nigeria to a close, and then we'll move on to other parts of the world. As I said, the lines are open. You want to hop in or hop on to share your take, feel free to do so. Now, in Biafra, again, Nnamdi Kanu's confidant has been named as a terror sponsor. Now, one of the notorious commanders of the outlawed indigenous people of Biafra is the security network, the ESN, identified as Lance Corporal Wangu Chiwendu, aka Onyemi, has named a close confidant of Nnamdi Kanu, Chinasa Nwuru, as one of those sponsoring them to unleash terror in Nigeria's southeast regions. Now, information coming through that Onyemi, a deserter from the Nigerian army, had been on the Imo State Police Command's wanted list for a long time. It was learned that the 34-year-old native of Muhuru Nguru in Abo Mbasi local government area of Imo State was arrested on December 23rd in his hometown while attending his father's funeral. Now, speaking to a newsman in Owerri on Wednesday, Onyemi mentioned Ngworu, an IPOB media and publicity secretary who deploys the pseudonym Ima Powerful as some of their sponsors. Now, questioned by journalists on their sponsors, Onyemi replied, DOS IPOB's Director of State, which we know as Ima Powerful, Chinasa Nwuru, and others. Now, are they putting words in his mouth? An arrested IPOB gunman, Okechukwu Amaniemidim, popularly known as Ejima, had last Wednesday named Nworo as their sponsor as well. Now, asked how long Nworo has been sponsoring the ESN, Amaniemidim replied, getting to 2 years now. Him with OK Foreign, it is only Chinasa Nwuru and OK Foreign that sponsor us from abroad. The other one is in the village here. Well, so they've given some names as to whether whatever the person is saying is true or not, or the person is being coerced or being tortured to say that is another question. But what do you think? Those are some of the stories making the rounds in Nigeria today. It is Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. We're moving on to some other stories making the rounds in Africa, but that will be after this commercial break. Stay tuned and don't you go away.
Welcome to Gabby Dave Global. We are a UK-based online e-commerce store, the first of its kind with license to trade in African products. Some of the products are clothing brands and all beauty accessories, hair and beauty brands, natural aphrodisiacs, processed and dried unprocessed food, Our mission at Gabby Dave is to connect African and Caribbean businesses to customers globally. At Gabby Dave, we ensure our sellers get the best deal for their products. We are not just here to help you reach a wider audience. We are also a distribution center to support business growth by fulfilling orders to your customers from our warehouse, making sure customers receive their products on time. We are inviting all Black-owned businesses to trade on our platform because we strongly believe Africans have a unique brand the customer would appreciate globally. So get in touch today and let us make your product and business go far. Here are some of the benefits of using Gabby Dave Global. User-friendly platform, track your shipment, online support, transparent process, multiple SKUs, multiple products, a platform that encourages manufacturers as well as traders. Our marketing and PR interventions amplifies yours. Organized products and categories for easy access and navigation. Access to global community, especially within UK and Europe.
Okay, welcome back to the program. It is Starr Radio UK, 11:28 the time, and it is the morning show, the Friday edition, the last one before we bring the curtains to close, and then we meet you at the other side, 2023, and the 3rd of January. Okay, I am Archie, and I am bringing you everything that you need to know. As I said earlier on, from archaeology to zoology, from Accra to Zanzibar, if it's making the headlines, why not? I promise you one thing for sure, that we're gonna touch on it. All right, then, moving on straight to other countries in the Africa area. In a press briefing in Banjul on Thursday, December 29, the Gambia newly appointed National Security Advisor provided new details of last week's coup bid. He also presented the government's response to the foiled scheme. Now, also, the reports are pointing to the suspected involvement of sponsors for the coup plot from civilian collaborators who are both within and outside of the country. The investigations are seriously looking into this angle. Abubakar Suleiman Jeng also revealed that alleged coup plotters wanted to detain ministers and senior officials to prevent foreign intervention. Now, 7 soldiers have been arrested and at least 2 others accused of playing a role in the coup bid are still at large. Consequently, in accordance with the laws of Gambia and in line with international best practice, the Gambian government has constituted a joint investigation team to investigate the alleged coup plot, Jeng added. The panel have 30 days to report back to the coup attempt that targeted President Adama Barrow's government. The 11-member inquiry group includes members from the Justice Ministry and military forces. Well, we'll see what happens on that front, because we see this happening in Africa, where if you see that your opposition is becoming too strong, making too much noise, just label them with something, give the dog the bad name, and then you can just whips, and then you can just keep them behind bars, and that's what they do. All right then. It is Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now, 2 have been killed in a gun battle between Kenyan forces and gunmen on coast roads. So, what is that about as well? I'm seeing these gunmen wearing some shoes, whether sandals or yeah. Now, 2 people have been killed in a gun battle between Kenyan security forces and suspected Al-Shabaab fighters in coastal Kenya, local media has reported. Now, 4 people were rescued in the shootout at a roadblock the insurgents had just erected on Lamu County's main road, the Daily Nation has reported. Now, Italy's Ansar news agency reported that one of them was an Italian national. The 4 had been apprehended from their vehicle by the fighters on the road near Witu town on Wednesday around 6 p.m. local time. The insurgents had been disguised in police uniforms and had been stopping vehicles driving along the road which passes through the Witu forest, according to a police report. The forest has been used as a base for years by the fighters. On Monday, 2 people were killed nearby in another suspected Al-Shabaab attack entire village in Witu Division. Well. Can a George work in this case? Or you think that we've passed the point of George Jowick? So what are we going to be saying is, warring. What do you think? Well, one other story before we move on to Ghana as well. A federal police in Ethiopia has begun to deploy on Thursday to Mekele, the capital of war-torn Tigray province, marking a new stage in a nearly 2-month-old peace deal. Now, war between the federal government and Tigray rebels began on in November 2020. The Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed sent troops into the northern region after accusing its ruling party, the Tigray People's Liberation Front, of attacking army bases. According to the US, as many as 500,000 people have died in the conflict. An agreement reached on November 2nd in the South African capital Pretoria provides for the disarmament of rebel forces, the re-establishment of federal authority in Tigray, and the reopening of access to the region. So, coming away from Star Radio UK, it is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay, one other break, and then we take you straight to Ghana. So stay tuned and don't touch the dial. It is Star Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London.
Make that move now, this festive season, to your new home address at GHS Housing Estate. From now to 31st January 2023, we are offering you an amazing 5% buyer's discount on all purchases on our expandable 1, 2, 3 and 4 bedroom detached homes at Cochrane Villa, Pokwase, just 5 minutes drive from the interchange. The Mayflower and the new Hazel Courts at Kuntusi, 20 minutes drive from Achimota Mall. Beautiful homes in a serene and gated community with flexible payment plans available. Call us now on 0544 347 980 or 0544 347 981. GHS Housing Estates. View it, love it, own it.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission-free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Okay, welcome back to the program. 11:35 the time. I've got another 25 minutes to bring the program to a close, as I've said. Yes, and we're going to be making sure we deliver on all our promises. Now, I've lined out some lovely tune. Okay, let me bring you that quickly, and then we go. That is for all my Nigerian listeners. Thank you very much. It's been a wonderful time. I mean, I know things are difficult and we're struggling. However, I believe that 2023 is going to be a greater time for especially the Yoruba nation and the Igbo group. I mean, Nigeria as a whole. Because if government will listen, the federal government will listen in and seek to address the issue of being marginalized and and everything of the sort, and hearken to what these individuals or this group of people are saying, I think that will go forward. But what do you think about all that? So enjoy this song from Janet, and it says Aurelia Demi. All right then, yes, Janet, and it's Aurelia Demi. Enjoy it.
For in the Yoruba, ọmọ aládé ni wá látòde ọ̀run. Adé orí òkè kì í ṣẹgbẹ́ wọn. Akíkandìyẹ má kó gbèrè fún kọ̀lọ̀kọ̀lọ̀. Ọmọ ojú àdìdé bó sì fò ètò bàbá rẹ̀. Èmi ọ̀pọ̀ lóko aráyé. Èmi ò sọ nípa orílẹ̀-èdè mi. Ohun tí mo fẹ́ ni mo fẹ́ o. Èmi fòmìnira orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá. Mi ò pọ̀ lóko aráyé. Èmi ò sọ nípa orílẹ̀-èdè yóò. Ohun tí mo fẹ́ ni mo fẹ́ o. Èmi fòmìnira orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá. Ìlú tán lọ́rùn fẹ́ lọ lọ́rùn yọ.
Okay, so I hope that my Yoruba people have enjoyed that tune this morning as well. One from me to you, and I say Happy New Year to you all in your quest to seek your freedom. Should I put it that way? Or that equal treatment, that respect that you need so much. But whatever it is, we hope that the year 2023 will bring us good tidings of great joy. All right, then. So now let's move on to other parts of the African continent. And this time round, let's go to Ghana. Now, yesterday I brought you the updates from the police chief saying that, well, they should remember that statement from the police instructing that no prophecies should be made by prophets. Now, we have one prophet, is it Nigel Gazy? Okay, who has come out to say that, well, they are going to go on with it. They're going to still prophesy, do whatever they want to do. They don't give a monkeys. They are daring the IGP to do whatever. But well, one renowned man of God as well, Reverend Dr. Lawrence Tete, an international evangelist and founder of the Worldwide Miracle Outreach, says the police cannot stop the church from making prophetic statements on December 31. He goes on further to say, in every community we have the good, the bad, and the ugly. The police should not use the attitude of a few bad ones against the hard-earned reputation of the majority of the clergymen. The work of the church should not be taken for granted, he said. Now, contributing to discussions on the ban on pastors making panic prophecies on December 31, Reverend Tete disagreed with the directive of the police, saying, we have to be very careful not to throw the baby with the bathwater away. I am the first to agree that some of my colleagues have been irresponsible with their statements during the December 31 by pronouncing death and horrifying things, but that should not undermine the fact that prophecies are real. And it's not in the place of the police to determine what prophecy should be given at the end of the year. Now, in a quote, he continues to say, I believe that should be considered an insult to the church. And I personally take a strong objection to the police assuming that authority. Now, the clergyman said, Ghana is a very religious community that Ghanaians take December 31 very seriously because there are many people who do not get the opportunity to go to church except on that day to reaffirm their faith in God. Now, whether we like it or not, in the Bible, prophecies are real and are of God. And that the fact that somebody has given a scary prophecy does not mean that the police should give such a blanket statement that gags the church. Now, it is very dangerous and undermines freedom of expression, freedom of views, and freedom of worship. And I think it is wrong for the police to make such a pronouncement, he stated. Reverend Tete, I urge the police to engage such pastors and talk to them instead of making a general statement stressing. My apologies, listeners, just bear with me. Okay, somebody's trying to get me, but they can't get me now. I'm with my people, so I'm not talking to nobody. It is very dangerous and undermines the freedom of expression, freedom of views, and freedom of worship. And I think it is wrong for the police to make such a pronouncement, he stated. Now, Reverend Tete urged the police to engage such persons and talk to them instead of making a general statement, stressing that the organs of government should be very mindful not to forget that but for the religious community, everything would have been doomed. Which I agree with him. But he goes on further to say we should also consider the Bible, because there were prophecies that Nathan had to give to David. And there are prophecies that are for the nation and those that are for individuals. He said the police should be thinking about a variety of issues on December 31st, such as armed robbery and not what the church was doing, stressing a nation without prophetic word is lost. So, what kind of prophecy are you gearing to listen or hear on the 31st of December? And with this statement from the police, or pronouncement by the police, if you're a prophet, would that some way somehow guide how you prophesy? You know, I believe in prophecy because I'm a man of faith as well. And but at times you need to weigh or assess or evaluate the environment that you are in before you come out to say whatever you are saying. So I don't know, but of course the police has also not got if somebody's prophesying and said this is what is going to happen, how does the police know that what the person is saying is true or is false? Because you're not putting on the spiritual spectacles to say, oh, I can see that, or you're not using the spiritual binoculars to say that, oh, no, this one is not right, that one is right. No. You should be in the spirit the same way that they are to be able to do that. But I think that maybe the IGP is going over the top, because I heard some information coming through that he is also a Pentecostal, you know. So he believes in a prophecy as well, by saying that, well, don't come and prophesy anything about the nation. You want to know what? Have they given somebody that they can, actually, if there's any prophecy of the sort, the prophets can actually maybe tell the individuals or that group of people or that body for them to make sure that whatever needs to be done is done. What about that? Well. It is Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now, there's been a banter between Dr. Kwesa White and Roger Metal Nunu. The former director of the National Service Scheme, Dr. Kwesa White, has questioned Roger Metal Nunu on whether he was working for or against John Dramani Mahama in the 2020 election. And another in-house fighting has commenced. He is of the belief that Roger might have worked against John Dramani Mahama in the Electoral Commission strong room, considering how fast he has switched to support Dr. Kwabena Dufour, who is hoping to lead the NDC in election 2024. Sir, with all due respect, your decision to sign a letter suggesting that you are supporting anybody else besides John Mahama did not only raise serious questions but also lacks emotional intelligence. Now, when did you decide not to support John Mahama again, given that you were one of his representatives, including myself, and that's what he's saying, in the Electoral Commission strong room? Were you representing His Excellency John Mahama to fail in the 2020 election so you can opt for another candidate for 2024? Don't you think you have a moral obligation to stand with John Mahama, given your own testimony that the MPP and Nana Addo Dankwa conspired with the Electoral Commission to steal John Mahama's victory? I hope these questions will provide you some opportunity to reflect on the implication of your decision, he said. So now the problem is Roger Metal Nunu has decided to back Dr. Dufour, and therefore I'm thinking that when did you have that change of heart? And therefore, though you were supporting, you were said to have been supporting former President Mahama in the strong room of the Electoral Commission, maybe you were doing that to make sure that he fails in his endeavor to clinch the power the second time. But what do you think, listeners? It is Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, bringing the time now to 13 minutes to the top of the hour. And As I said, the program will be brought to a close at 12 o'clock. So please, just bear with me, and enjoy whatever we are discussing this morning. Now, I find a story from Ghana, and then we move on to other parts of the world. The special prosecutor has welcomed reversal discount policy on imported vehicles and general goods. I'm trying to assess that story, but my system seemed to be working very slowly, especially when it came to that story. But yes, now I've got it. The Office of the Special Prosecutor has welcomed the reversal of the discretionary discount on the free on board, that's for value of goods, and the home delivery value, that's HDV, of vehicles. The reversal takes effect on January 1, 2023. A statement issued by the special prosecutors on Thursday said the new policy effectively shuts all avenues for officers of the Customs Division to grant discretionary markdowns and removes opportunity for corruption and corruption-related activities. The move comes on the back of various investigations and interventions at the Customs Division by the Office of the Special Prosecutor, following the OSP's investigation report in respect of a complaint against La Bianca Company Limited and the Customs Division of Ghana Revenue Authority. A major finding of the investigation, which led to the recovery of 1.074 million Ghana cedis, is that there appears to be an institutionalized culture of light-hearted unconcern regarding impropriety of action at the Customs Division in respect of the grant of customs advance rulings and other rulings regarding the importation of goods, which indicates a high propensity to engender corruption and corruption-related activities. Meanwhile, the special prosecutor in his statement further noted that the various investigations commenced at the Customs Division will still proceed nonetheless, and the office will monitor the implementation of the new policy. Do you think that with this announcement, it changes the whole tone? We'll see a crackdown on, as someone would say, a crackdown on corruption in the ports in Ghana? What do you think? This is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Well, last night it was announced that Pele the Great has passed. Now, King Pele changed everything, says Brazil forward Neymar, as tributes pour in for the late footballing legend. Arguably the greatest player ever, Pele died at the age of 82 on Thursday, and current and former players took to social media to pay their respects. Before Pele, football was only a sport. That's what Neymar said on his Instagram. Now, Pele changed everything. He turned football into art, into entertainment. He gave a voice to the poor, to black people as well. Neymar added, mainly he gave visibility to Brazil. Football and Brazil raised their status thanks to the king. He is gone, but his magic will remain. And our tributes that have been pouring in from left, right, and center. France striker and Neymar Paris Saint-Germain teammate Kylian Mbappe has also described Pele as the king of football, adding his legacy will never be forgotten. Now we have every one of them. Cristiano Ronaldo said, a mere goodbye to the eternal King Pele will never be enough to express the pain that is enveloping the whole of football world right now. Luis Inacio Lula da Silva, the president-elect, said, I had the privilege that younger Brazilians didn't have. I saw Pele play live at Pasimbo and Marimbi play. No, I saw Pele give a show, because when he got the ball, he always did something special, which often ended up in a goal. Well, he made his mark. He made his mark, didn't he? Now, what about you? What mark or what legacy are you living? If today or tomorrow you know more, what will people say about you? What footprint would you have left? Well, maybe you left a footprint like what the Russian leader is doing. But what do you think there? Well. A quick one from there, and then we go. Belarus says it downed the Ukraine air defense missile. Belarus summoned the Ukrainian ambassador after saying it shot down a Ukrainian air defense missile where it been fired or against Belarus. Why have they summoned the ambassador there? Well, it's Starr Radio UK. The Aung San Suu Kyi has been jailed for a further 7 years. The Myanmar military junta has now sentenced the former leader to a total of 33 years behind bars. How old is she? Will she come back from that? Or maybe the revolution that seems to be going on there. But the military are saying that, look, we've quelled everything that is going on and they are in control. What about that? It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now, Alien Export presents a tough decision for the Vatican. For the first time in modern history, a living pope will help bury a dead pope. That will be a strong one there. But let's see. He's not gone yet. But as I said yesterday, we just have to pray for a peaceful transition so that he can just move on to the other part. Okay? Yes. All right. Now let's come on to the UK front. The fashion world pays tribute to Vivienne Westwood, who is also past the undisputed queen of British fashion, who never failed to surprise or shock, died at age 81 yesterday. And a Christmas Eve shooting suspect has been recalled to prison. A man 30 has been recalled to jail, and a woman 19 is also released on bail. I will follow it closely to bring you all that you need to know about it. And club license suspended after man stabbed to death. Yesterday I was saying that with all this and that has happened, what happened in Brixton, where a stampede after a Nigerian artist was there to perform, and there was a stampede and people ended up in the hospital and a couple of people have died, has caused the venue to lose their license there. And in this case as well, a police officer's account of the aftermath described a scene of chaos and drug use. So that club license has also been suspended. And this pub where this lady was also shot, I mean, not their license will not be suspended, but they will not be able to operate because the police are cordoning off the place and are doing everything. But this was a bumper time for the operators. So you see the calamity that is coming. Oh my goodness. Well, it is Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let me bring you this story before I bring you. We pay homage to or our respect to all those who lost their lives in the year 2022 as well. Now, Tony Blair argued Vladimir Putin should be given a seat at the world's top table, despite misgivings from officials. Newly released files has revealed. Now, papers released by the National Archives show in early 2001, the then Prime Minister believed it was important to encourage the new Russian president to adopt Western values. But officials questioned if the ex-KGB spy could be trusted. Now, files also showed Mr. Putin offered to build a gas pipeline to the UK as well. In early 2001, Mr. Blair explained his approach to the Russian president, telling new American Vice President Dick Cheney that it would encourage him to reach for Western attitudes and West's economic models. Now, he said Mr. Putin was a Russian patriot, sensitive to Russia, loss of respect in the world, and had a similar mindset to French President Charles de Gaulle, though the two were not directly comparable. The Russian president was the first world leader to be given a pair of silver, number 10 cufflinks as a birthday gift in October 2000. My apologies, 2001. Now, behind the scenes, Downing Street officials were more skeptical. A few months earlier, a paper on Putin's progress was prepared for John Sowers, then defense advisor to the Prime Minister and later head of MI6. The anonymous writer pointed out that Russian President constructive comments to Mr. Blair were sometimes belied by Russian actions. Or belied by Russian actions. The long list of examples included the Kursk tragedy when 118 Russian sailors had drowned, and Mr. Putin had said he was grateful for the offers of British help, yet Russian officials had obstructed assistance. They also repeated unfounded rumors that a collision with a British submarine caused the disaster. When it came to NATO, Mr. Putin had told Mr. Blair that he would not try to slow down the process of the bloc enlargement. At the same time, his defense minister Igor Sergeyev had told his NATO counterpart it will be a major political error and Russia will take appropriate steps. So with everything that is happening now, with assessment by Tony Blair, the right one, so if they had gone on with it, would we have seen what we are seeing now? Or maybe that would have changed things. But well, it is Starr Radio UK, a very sad one there, and that's what we see with all the missiles that is being fired onto Ukraine. But what do you think about all that? It is Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay, was trying to get the list of all, but let's pay homage to the Queen, who also passed on this year, and to everyone who has lost their lives this year. Our thoughts are with them and to their families as well. Condolences to each and every one of us, and we pray that the year that we're going to be entering into, that 2023, will be a better one. But the question is, will old acquaintance be forgotten and we get a new ones? What about that? Now, if the person has not been impacting your life positively, you can get rid of the person, won't you? But I'm not saying getting rid of your partners. No, that's what I'm saying. Nobody come and say I'm advocating for that. Nah. I'm not going to accept that at all. But well, this is why I bring the program to a close for today. But I will bring you one nice tune selected from Ghana, and it's a cover version of the Osibisa song, and it says Woyaya. We are going. It's only heaven that knows where we are going, but somewhere, somehow, we know we will. Enjoy it, and when that song ends and you don't hear from me, then it's been me, Archie, saying Happy New Year to you, and keep safe, whatever it is. As we said, see something, say something, sort it. Bye-bye for now.
We are going, heaven knows where we are going. We know within. We will get. Muddy and rough, but we'll get there. Heaven knows how we will get there. We know we will.
Thanks for listening.
We know we will. We will get there. We know we will. It's will be hard. We know we will. And the road will be muddy and rough, but we'll get there. Heaven knows how we will get there. We know we will. We will get there. We know we will. It will be hard. We know. And the road will be muddy and rough, but we'll get there. Heaven knows how we will get there. We know we will. Heaven knows how we will get there. We know we will. We will get there. We know we will. It will be hard. We know. And the road will be muddy and rough, but we'll get there. Heaven knows how we will get there. We know we will.
Thanks for listening.
We will get there. We know we will. It will be hard. We know. And the road will be muddy and rough, but we'll get there. Heaven knows how we will get there. We know we
Make that move now, this festive season, to your new home address at GHS House and Estate. From now to 31st January 2023, we are offering you an amazing 5% buyer's discount on all purchases on our expandable 1, 2, 3 and 4 bedroom detached homes at Cochrane Villa, Pokwase, just 5 minutes drive from the interchange. The Mayflower and the new Hazel Courts at Kuntusi, 20 minutes drive from Achimotamo. Beautiful homes in a serene and gated community with flexible payment plans available. Call us now on 0544 347 980 or 0544 347 981. GHS Housing Estates. View it, love it, own it.